Go to www.grievance-it.com and file your grievance today. Every grievance will be heard, mentioned on air, or turned into a full episode on the Grievance-it podcast. Help us hold corporations accountable and build a community where every consumer voice matters. Grievance-it, empowering accountability.
Hey everyone, welcome to the second video episode of the Grievance-it podcast. As always, I'm your host, Eric Kamara, along with my good friend, former attorney and entrepreneur, Wendell Peters. I want to mention right off the bat, go on www.grievance-it.com. You can go on there, search a business, and file a grievance. Any and all grievances filed on that page will be aired right here on the podcast, and hopefully we can talk about it and come up with a resolution. Until then, thought we would just talk general and get some of your opinions on what's going on right now. We had an episode on tariffs when I first started the podcast,
right.
And but now it's really blowing up. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed any price differences at all. So
I swore I was never going to do the barefoot walking in the snow to the school.
Oh,
and
yeah.
5 cents and all that shit, but listen. I am.
Yeah.
I'm stunned.
Yeah.
I'm
even a year ago.
I don't even know. I really don't know how people are doing it. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, $50 for a hamburger, whatever. I mean, in the big city, it's like I truly don't know. Especially don't know how they drink.
Yeah.
Because the cocktail's like $30 or something, right? But I mean, just the food is. Hey, hello.
Now I've never been a price guy. If I want something, I would walk in and go right to it. I don't window shop either. I go right to what I want, get it, and leave.
I've humbled us, brother.
I've humbled me. So now, all of a sudden, about a year ago, it was the first time I started paying attention.
Right.
And I would call my friend up, hey, man, can you believe, bread's this much? Eric, it's always been that. I'm like, where have you been?
Right.
Not looking at prices, man. And now that, it's been a year of looking at prices, what I'm seeing now is, devastating.
Yes.
And the problem is, it's the tariffs.
Yes.
Okay? And I know inflation hurts too, but the tariffs are causing everything. And we're not going to get political here. We don't have to mention names. We don't mention administrations. Just the bare facts that tariffs are a tax on the people who are buying the product. And, right? Ford lost $1 billion in profit because of tariffs. They're not going to do that anymore.
It's not complex. If I have to pay more for Papa Bear, okay, I'm going to charge Eric more.
That's it. That's capitalism.
Duh. I'm on squeezing my little world globe here, because the tariffs are just circulating around the globe.
And the tariffs are spouting out so many more problems. It affects everything. The ports are getting empty, and we're going to start feeling it now.
Chain of supply.
Is decimated because of it. Now, we haven't really felt the full-on
We're in a bubble.
And it's coming because when they first started with the tariffs, a lot of these companies bought ahead of time so that they could keep until things got worked out and we wouldn't have to pay anymore. We're past that now. They've used all that stuff, and now they got to stop buying and paying tariffs, which will stop paying tariffs.
Yeah. I mean, why are these billion-dollar corporations spending millions on advertising to convince me that I can buy a new Ford, at the employee rate? Well, okay, what's the employee getting screwed over with? I mean, come on.
They lost $1 billion in profit over these tariffs.
I mean, go get your car fixed.
Yeah.
Surprise! I mean,
go buy the car.
Go buy the car. No, I'm not. Yeah.
Wow.
The days of I don't know how I watch out here. We've got a lot of boats, big trucks, and all this, and I'm like, okay, where do you live in it? I mean, because
I don't know
that truck is a $200,000 truck, you know, and let's put some special wheels on it, and
let's jack it up.
oh man, so listen, Eric, you know, I mean, you've touched upon it, and it's like you said, it's an evolutionary thing that's taking place here.
Give us a legal opinion.
And, well, I mean, you said don't go political.
Right, don't go.
Okay. Because, you know, again, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's not being political, okay? I can't bypass, you know, that there's the rule of law, so to speak, which is so funny, because I'm pretty sure Eric and I, you know, in the day, probably, you know, disrespected that on an occasion, okay? And but this is, we are in this murky place where things are being just rewritten, okay? And the checks and balances system, I mean, I'm sorry, it's not working. And I mean, if you know, 1 + 1 in my world is still 2. Okay, if I go to the chalkboard, Eric, and
always going to be 2.
And it's always good. And so when you have these 3 institutions that essentially are owned by one corporation, right?
Yep.
And they're rewriting the rules, you know, along with
people don't realize
voting districts. But I mean, you know,
people don't realize just how what you just said is so. There's a company, I can't remember the name of it, but you know, Pearl Vision and all that.
Right.
They own 95% of all the major eye companies. So that one company bought Bausch and Lomb, they bought Ray-Ban, they bought. I mean, you go to a Sunglasses Hut, and it's all different companies.
Yeah.
But it's all one company that owns them all.
There's one company that owns Pink Slime now.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, there's only one. Moo. You know. I mean, it's like, I mean, in the farming industry, which, you know, I'm very partial to, and, you know, we're here enjoying it. You know, we got our tomatoes and stuff. You know, it's wonderful.
Grapes.
But grapes. Eric's just like grapes. You know, it's his roots. Okay, and so, but I mean, you know, we're kind of I'm dancing because I don't want to, you know, go political, but we have to understand that there's consequences for all of this that's taking place, okay? I mean, you piss off the world. I mean, when you piss off Canada, come on, piss off Canada. How do you do that? I don't even know how you can get them angry. Well, we have.
We found it.
You know, they're sending their forest fire smoke this way. You know, I mean,
this whole tariff thing has even decimated our trade. I mean, our tourists.
Yes,
because of all the controversy, all the upheaval that's going on. No one wants a part of this. No one wants to
charge extra for, what is it? If you come across from Canada, you got to pay a tourist tax.
Or some kind of thing. Yeah,
I don't know.
Everything's a tax.
So
don't forget, these are the conservatives who, again, don't want to get political, but it's these so-called budget conservatives who, and they usually don't like taxes, right?
Right.
But they're going to hit us now. So anyways, so we got to be more aware now. Some companies are adding the tariff price after the original price. If that's not there, you can go on www.grievance-it.com and you can see what the percentage rates are, how much you're going to be paying at each store. Because a lot of them they've tried to eat the tariffs.
Yeah.
But again, they're in business not to give us stuff.
No.
And as capitalists ourselves who own businesses, we understand that, right? So, but we're not mad at them, but we can't be mad at the corporation for passing on their costs, because that's what business is all about.
Yeah. Well, you know, with the exception of, you know, you can't pay your one individual, the CEO, $1 billion,
right?
You know, and the shareholders, and, you know, so it's not, it's the greed. Come on.
What's the holdup,
Dude, I'm
brother?
on the same shrub I was on this morning.
Yeah.
My shoulder's been messed up, man. I had a problem last week.
Your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts
Well,
bad, man.
you know, we got the magic in the bottle. Papa Bear. We are your sponsor, our sponsor, right here.
You are the sponsor.
Okay. So put a little love, put a little power.
What's in it?
It's CBD, arnica, essential oils, and, you know, twinkle lights, whatever. And it give you some, you know, take some of the edge off that unbearable pain, brother.
I'll give it a try.
Okay, let's do it.
Hey,
What are we?
that shit
Tariffs?
works,
Did
man.
I say I wanted rabbits? Let me look at that thing. You're a magic man. All right, dude.
That's because of the CBD.
All right.
I appreciate
Papa
it,
Bear
man.
Bomb.
We're in a bubble. We're in a
This
bubble.
is a bubble, of course.
Okay, you know, go watch some National Geographic, whatever, about the Russian era, you know, where people are lined up for a friggin' loaf of bread, okay?
Yep.
It only takes, check out where the hurricanes hit and stuff. The grocery stores are vacant
Yep.
in 2 days, okay? I mean,
And that's
So-
supply and demand, too,
right,
so the
and
price is going to go up.
right. Oh, yeah. There we go.
Or because you add in that, you add in the unrest around the world that
Yeah.
raises prices, right? Like oil and stuff like that. And then you add on something like something that has no need, tariffs. There is no need, like there's no, even when he made a deal the other day with the European Union, he still kept tariffs on it.
Yeah, so...
And he thinks for some reason, oh, we're running hard. We've got billions in tariffs, and yeah, that we paid it.
Monty Hall, let's make a deal.
Yeah.
so listen. So this is a moment where we're desperately trying to be factual with you, okay? And so we're gonna pause just a moment. Let me just tell you a few,
Yeah,
a little
please.
history of tariffs in the United States. Okay, 1789 was the first tariff act passed to generate revenue and protect U.S. manufacturing, okay?
What year was that?
That was 1789.
What were they manufacturing?
I don't know.
Nikes. Nikes.
Gin.
Ye old Nike.
And then in the 1800s, high tariffs, it's essentially the 1928 tariff of, what is that word, man? Sorry. Protected northern industry, angered the South, and linked to the Civil War tensions. So let's just take a look at that, okay? That's just a mini frame of what's going on right now where, listen to this, okay? It was protected northern industry, okay? All right, cool. Yay, Boston, right?
Yep. I'm all for
Love
it.
the South. I was born in Texas, by the way. Okay, so we're not going that way. Angered the South, okay, which then it is linked specifically to Civil War tensions.
Yep.
Okay, well, so it's hang on with me here. So we come down post World War II. U.S. helped form GATT. Later, it's WTO to reduce global tariffs.
Yep. That's
And
what World Trade
avoid
Organization.
trade wars where everybody wins, okay? You make your money.
It's a world economy.
Buckets of money I want, okay? But then now, in 1970 to 2000, we know what was going on then, shift towards free trade with major deals like NAFTA,
Yep.
1994, it's hard to say, and WTO entry for China, 2001.
Yep.
Now we're in this current era, 2018 to 2020. Reintroduced aggressive tariffs.
Yep.
Okay, listen. That reminds me of my aggressive cancer. You use the words aggressive, you better start getting your
that's
24 karat gold pellets out, And so, especially on China, steel, aluminum, and solar panels.
And steel and aluminum is a Canadian thing, and people don't realize we're in a world economy,
Right.
And we all have to work together,
Right.
And by doing that, we all flourish, right? And then the United States does a little extra, but that's because we want to keep that soft power in place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that people are ripping us off, that blindly, like we don't know what's happening. Oh, the other presidents just didn't get it. No, they got it.
Yeah.
And there's a reason. There's even in business, you lose because the gain later is so much more.
Right.
So they will lose money. Okay, yeah, we're not hitting them as hard as they're hitting us, whatever. But that's fine because we control it all. Right now, because of our erraticness and the
Wow.
in and out of tariffs, right? They don't even know how to deal with us now. We're unstable.
Yeah, we're using words like gutted. I mean,
Yeah,
this is
gutted.
not nonsense. This is not nonsense. We are in a free fall. Okay, not to be negative.
No, but
okay,
it's true.
But so that brings us then back to, okay, so what's our current status? Okay, we have Tariffs still in place on hundreds of billions of dollars of Chinese goods.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Which is the most shit that we use.
Walmart, come on. Okay.
Timu.
I mean, even
Not Timu.
Timu. Don't touch my Timu, my clothier. Come on. And so then we got even Biden was keeping tariffs on. So okay, we're being non-political here, so I'm throwing it that way. And then tariffs.
But it was more. Again, not defending either side.
Right.
But it was a focused tariff.
Yep.
And they were done for a reason. And then what shows that it's not any reason or it's for really America is the fact that why didn't they put tariffs on Russian stuff? Why didn't they? Even though we don't get a lot, I don't think anybody's ever had a Russian VCR or
no, the vodka's no good either.
Or the Comrade 2.0.
I mean, as they slide around with North Korea and Turkey and whatever to. I mean, come on. And so we run down through tariffs also exist, it's so surprising, on steel, aluminum, lumber, solar panels, and EV batteries.
Everything.
From countries like Canada, China, and the EU. Ongoing U.S.-China trade. I love this friction.
Here's the other problem. So, like you said, even in 1700 something, right?
Right.
They did it to protect manufacturing in the United States.
Right.
So, if that was the case now, I would understand, but it can't be the case because by the time any factories are built here to supply the things that we're tariffing from other countries, first of all, this guy won't even be in office anymore.
Right.
And so we can't just put a tariff to hope people will buy American when American needs the parts to make American from another country.
I mean, those billionaires have got to be sort of going. I mean, what was that one guy? Musk, wasn't that his name? That just took a bath on the stock. Right.
And another one, they got to pay him out to leave. $23 billion in stock options.
Right. And then
I was that hated.
And then they.
Eric, we'll give you. Hey, Eric, we'll give you $10 to get out of here.
Leave.
I'll see you.
So it's like, and then the fat cats, from around the world sit there and go, and they pick up those stock. Okay, and then gold. Countries are doing whatever they can to get their gold out of here. Come on. I mean, this thing of, I can't, again, it's one of these, like 1 + 1. I'm like, why would you destroy the world's very best?
And also, see, here's the other thing, and this is a calculated thing. Because a lot of these American-made products need foreign, metals, everything, right? So what's happening is the small businesses are being decimated, right? Which is better for the big businesses because that competition is gone, right? Everybody will keep going to Walmart instead of mom and pop's place because they're gone now.
Yeah.
So they'll pass the prices on to us,
right?
So we'll pay. The corporations won't, right? And then they'll also be decimating their competition by doing this.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, my thing is that we get thrown the little thing. Oh, here you have your little farmers market and stuff, so you can still,
feel good,
like Norman Rockwell moment, right? And it's like, but I mean, it's this not to be totally lost in this because it's quite frankly terrorizing. I'm 71 years old. Eric's a lot younger than me, but he's seen it. He's seen our prosperity. He's, and even during our prosperity, yes, I was complaining about this and that, and paddywhack, but I mean, this is so serious because the word free fall is so applicable. And I gotta just say this one, just to kind of, I did this little quick, like, okay, tell me about the history, and of course, AI and whatever, they're dancing, on a string here to make sure they're not political. So it goes, how tariffs affect consumers. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? It goes, higher prices.
Yeah, higher prices.
Oh, that must be fake AI.
Yeah.
Okay. And so tariffs are paid by importers, right? But the cost is passed on to the consumer via high prices. Oh, do we need examples? Appliances, electronics, clothing, and cars all saw price increases due to tariffs on Chinese goods. Hidden taxes. Tariffs are not paid at the checkout like sales tax, but they raise the base cost of goods.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay?
And it's devastating us right now.
Yeah.
So it's devastating. Like I said, the prices are going up on us, and also a lot of the businesses, small businesses. We're supposed to be a capitalist society. Everybody can own a business, run a business.
Yeah.
You can have the American dream. Until now.
Yeah.
Until now, because now these small businesses are being decimated.
The farms are now there. I mean, I think there's like 3 major farm companies, all with names like Monsanto, etc., with their GMOs, whatever.
Farmers are bad.
Hey, you know, I mean, make more corn. Then the government pays them not to grow produce or whatever.
To grow soy.
Soybeans, which of course now, if you follow...
Those farms are gone, man.
Yeah, and if you follow like Africa, let's say, where we now have pulled out of our various, things that supported our capitalistic way of life, and so somebody's got to fill the vacuum. Who's that? China. Okay, they got soybeans.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever, and you cannot just go, oh, okay, we're sorry. Can we have all your stuff back? No, because meanwhile they've developed a relationship with China, Saudi Arabia, whomever.
Well, China's got oil now through Canada.
The precious metal thing is now alive.
Yep.
I mean, because for one thing, here we are. We're no longer talking about. I mean, when I didn't have air conditioning and technology was this. Okay. No, it's this. Yeah. Okay. That costs all kinds of money, right?
You need gold to make stuff. You need silver to make stuff, like all the rare earth minerals.
Yeah.
And
I think trying to pull this into something without, because I'll acknowledge that when we talked about this before filming, it was like tariffs. That's heavy sledding. To keep myself in check, because I got to tell you, I'm afraid. And that's sad. And so like grievances.
www.grievance-it.com.
Let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home.
We want to help this.
Yep.
I mean, yes. Okay. Bread is now. Oh my Lord.
You mean
how much bread is?
You mean gas is $1.98?
No,
like I was told yesterday.
I saw when I was a kid and I got my first Orange Crush. I saw Flying A. 19 cents. Okay. Yes, you only got paid $1 a year, but whatever. Okay. But it's let Eric help you with because the $30 that you're getting jacked over by Walmart or Sling or whatever because we're getting sleepy, right?
We're getting lazy.
We're getting lazy, and it's a malaise because it's overwhelming every day.